Welcome back to Midco Sports Tonight. This is Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort. I'm Jason. This is Tom. We like to talk about high school sports.
Love it. Hello,
Sometimes.
Jenny. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I was waiting for that. But even more, I was waiting to talk to you about the new playoff formats in South Dakota high school basketball. We tried out the Sweet 16 last year in Class A. How do you think it worked?
In Class A, I think it worked very well. If your ultimate goal is to get the two best teams into the state championship game, and it was T and Madison last year, and I think it was a 7-point game in the championship in Class A, so it seemed to work there, and now we go to it in the other two classes.
Well, speaking of the other big class, this is AA. This is what the Sweet 16 would look like if the playoffs started tonight. And by the way, the playoffs are a little truncated. I mean, we go from the last regular season game to right to this in AA, right?
Yes. In years past, it was you'd get to the end of the regular season, you would make the playoffs, you would have 2 games in your district. If you won those 2, you'd go to state. If you lost one of those, you could still go and play in a region game and still go to the state tournament even though you lost a playoff game. But this year, 2 of the teams aren't even going to make it, and it'll go right to the Sweet 16. So this is not, there's still a couple of games left in the regular season, but how it is today,
this gets us something to talk about. I'm sure all the coaches are kind of looking at this right now and saying, oh man, if I'm Lincoln, I've got to play Watertown again, a team that beat me. If you're, an O'Gorman or a Brandon Valley, I mean, those are teams that have been ranked throughout the season playing against each other. And Aberdeen is getting votes right now, and they come in as a number 9 seed. That
is the drawback or the fear, I guess, if you want to call it that, for the coaches and the players, is that you could get knocked off and not make the state tournament. Rapid City Stevens could get beat by Spearfish, and after having 17-2 or whatever they're going to finish, would not even make the state tournament. So there is that, but hey, bring it.
Huge for the home teams too, because they get to host, whereas in Class A and B, neutral sites. So let's take a look at the girls' side. If the playoffs started today in AA, we've got the team that's really sticking out. I think these top 8 teams are a little more delineated than they are in the boys' side.
In the girls, you think?
I think.
But Aberdeen Central has played a lot of close games. I mean, like 2, 3, 4-point games against some of these teams that you see with the double-digit numbers.
And Harrisburg's lost recently to
Mitchell beat Harrisburg last week, I believe. So you would think there might be a couple of upsets, but that's what they're going to have to live with here in the first year of the Sweet 16.
We get to talk a lot more about this here in the next couple of weeks. We've got Summit League basketball coming up, high school basketball coming up. It's just going to be the best time of year, isn't it?
It is a great month and a half for us coming up here. Yes.
And a little hockey at the end of the month, too.
We've got the boys varsity state tournament coming up live starting March 9th through the 11th from Fort Pierre.
Tom will be on the call for that, and we'll have more on the Midco Sports Tonight as far as that comes up. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about ski jumping, a story that Tom did on ski jumping. It should be fun to watch, so stay with us.